are live. All right. Welcome, everybody, to another Old Ways of Spero. Crazy enough, episode 15. My last check. I am Benito, your humble dungeon master, on his birthday to get a present and maybe kill somebody. I'm just kidding. I will welcome my cast, starting with Art on the top, and we'll head on down. Art, who are you and who are you playing?
I am Art. I am playing Ash Excalibur, a priest of Cross.
And Tyler in the Darkness.
He heard you were going live and jumped away.
Yep.
He's scared.
Tyler, introduce yourself. And shed some light.
Step into the light, Tyler.
I'm playing Tyros Roanoke, the formerly lonely but currently angry druid.
Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Interesting adjectives. Jen.
I am Jen, and I am playing Lady Carowyn Cadell. Very confused at the moment.
Nate.
I'm Nate. I'm playing Ian Spire, ex-convict, lazy bard.
Still with a lazy bard. And Mark.
So I'm Mark. I'm playing Starlock, the mage from... See, I told you I didn't remember how to do any of this. I'm a mage diviner from the House of the Circle of Blue Roses, sent to verify that all of the troubles being experienced in Welshire are not their fault. I have a very difficult job.
You do. And Steph.
I'm Steph. I play Balin Cadell, the always confused rogue and black sheep of the noble family.
With a very interesting title to your name.
I do what I can.
I was going to definitely point it out now. Our little inside joke apparently going on. We will hopefully be also joined by Liwanika, who plays Amshali, and Jeremy, who plays our Taylor. We got one here showing up now, sending us very far apart. All right, as we remember, get us back into focus. Welcome, Jeremy. As we remember, you have just left Greyheim with Starlock to prove that the matters with the ritual are definitely indeed troublesome, possibly dangerous to the realm, and the great heroes of Greyheim want to basically help your growing establishment in home to make sure that it survives. On your return back, the vile Castian Crow and his militia of Breckinvale jumped you guys on the road. However, with a valiant stance, you pretty much destroyed his forces, really only losing a knight in the process. But Thomas also suffered a very grievous wound as well. And you thought that was pretty much getting out pretty much scot-free considering the situation and what Breckinvale had done. Until it was discovered where the ambush kind of was set up and what they tried to draw into you was the fact that they had caught your messenger days before in Brit and had cut her throat as they extracted information, leaving her on the road to expire. That discovering her body sent an interesting reaction through the party. Tyros immediately wild shaping and taking flight to go back home to find possible answers. And then Yajiro came up with some possible tenets to change things in the realm, but Lady Carolyn was unwilling to go that far, as the religious aspects of that cost was put in perspective amongst the group. So we are pretty much going to end with a night of rest. Everyone has healed, so everyone will put a long rest in. Get yourselves back in order as you guys are ready to break camp, continue down, and return back to Welshire. So, is there anything anyone wants to do? You're going to be a couple of days out to getting to Wellshire. Carolyn, we're all good?
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm confused. I've got a lot of thinking. I'm thinking.
Okay.
Happy birthday, Ben.
Thank you very much. Tyros, you have made your flight back. You are at your home. You said you were going to rummage through your house to find things. Is that what your intention was?
Yeah, searching for scroll of speak with the dead, or anything I might have that I could figure out who did this and get revenge.
Okay. You don't remember ever seeing any real magic from your father. But I will allow you to do an investigation check. What did you get for investigation?
17.
You don't find anything scroll-wise, but you find what appears to be somewhat of a diary that says there could be something more with your full-blooded lineage of elves, that perhaps they have ancient ways of correcting things of that sort, or near powers with some connection to the dead. It's not really sure, but it definitely does something with your father. But because you were pretty much simple, you didn't really collect the whole magic stuff. You just pretty much are in your home.
Yeah. Hmm.
Excuse me.
I think I'm gonna have to go regroup with the group and see what they think.
Okay, so you make your flight back.
Yeah.
Pretty much as you guys will take on your second day back, you're only, I'm going to say, 5 hours away from getting back to Wellshire. Tyros would fly back to your group.
On that first night when we're camping, I want to make sure I'm. Well, what hand did Tomas lose?
I think it was his left hand.
Okay, I just want to. I want to make sure I spend time counseling him and telling him that, it doesn't mean you're done as a fighter. That you can set something up that you can still wield your shield. Down the road, maybe spells will be available to regrow it and such. But not to lose faith and try and bolster his spirits.
Okay.
I know it.
He's in a lot of pain, and then you kind of like are giving him some herbs that are sort of very close to, say high medication that kind of gets him a little delirious, so to speak. So he's not responding much to what you're saying, because that was definitely a surprising ordeal. But he will survive. He's going from that point there.
I will have probably spent the night, like, sitting with my brother and, like, trying to comfort him and love on him and probably mother heaven him and be overbearing, because that's what I do.
Yep. But again, he's pretty much, He's pretty drugged out right now, so you don't have
Yep.
you guys can be there, but you don't have too much going on. Like I said, in the second day, then Tyros will show up. I don't know if exactly anyone wants to say anything from there.
I do actually. I will. Who do you go to when you first get there, Kira?
All right, what's the situation? You guys are at the
They're about 5 hours away from Wellshire. They're on the road as if everything is fine. They would have brought back the 2 bodies that Brit and the Wellshire knight that fell, but that's pretty much.
No, we would have burned them. We were setting up fires back then.
You could bring them. You're probably going to burn them at Wellshire though. You guys are rushing to get back to Wellshire, and that wouldn't have been a little bit much.
Well, as long as we're not holding on to it for too long.
No, but I mean, the ideal is to get them back to Wellshire for a proper funeral pyre.
Isn't there?
I thought we were rushing back. I thought we were trying
I
to
would
rush
be
back.
able to help with gentle repose on all of the casualties to make sure that they're not a burden.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not in my spell list, believe it or not. Huh.
Yeah, you guys are moving back pretty quick, so.
They are protected from decay and cannot become undead.
Nice.
Yeah, I would have memorized the same. I have it as well.
Okay.
Knowing we're keeping them. So between the 2 of us.
Yep. They are embalmed and protected.
as I'm landing in on the carriage in owl form, I'm just gonna kind of chill there, land perched on the top of the carriage and stay owl form for a bit, just contemplative.
So Ash, Ash and Mshali would know it's you. Flying in, no matter how you're stealth, and landing on the carriage.
Would I know it's him?
If you were in the carriage, you probably didn't hear him unless he started to make a commotion, but those two passive perceptions are so high, they just know, and they've seen him before.
Mine is not high, but knowing me, I probably would have been riding. If I could have been allowed, I probably would have been riding.
Probably not.
Nah.
With the night situation having already been ambushed once.
No.
Oh, okay.
They would have told you to get your ass in the carriage.
Yeah.
Which carriage did you land on?
He's on Carowin's one.
Alright, so I can't really say anything because he's not on that carriage.
But you know he's there.
Yeah, but I can't make a comment or anything to him that he's here. Well, actually, owls can hear pretty good. So whoever's in the carriage with me, I would say something along the lines of, we've suffered so many losses. I don't know, who was in the carriage with me?
I'd imagine you would be in Carowin and Balin's and Thomas's carriage.
I mean, if I can, I would be.
Yajiro, Starlock, and Ian would be in the other carriage.
Alright, then if he's on the carriage I'm in, I would say, when I heard him land, I'd say, I was not prepared for this, sorry. I'm glad the party's all back together and we can mourn our losses as a group. Brit's loss was huge. Known her for all of my life. It would be tragic if we lost anybody else or anything rash. But we'll all work to get through this together as a group with friends, and everything will end up all right. I'm sure to the other people in the carriage that's just out of the blue, but it's definitely intended for somebody else.
And I'm in that carriage?
Yep.
Just say that out of the blue.
That's what you care about, Art. How many have we lost? How many are we going to lose?
and further on, we'll lose more. Unfortunately, I don't doubt that. We'll lose more. Unfortunately,
I cannot abide a single loss. And I know that I should. I know that I need to. But I cannot abide a single loss. I don't know where this is coming from, but this is not acceptable to me, this attitude of yours.
I didn't say it was acceptable. I said it's good that we can be here to go through it all together so that we can support each other and protect each other and be there for each other through things. I'm not saying loss is acceptable. I don't want any loss of life at all. If I could stop any loss, I would. I regret every single one. I know the name of everybody we've lost.
It speaks a great credit to you as commander to not wish to abide any losses. However, that is what good counsel is for, to help bear that burden. Unfortunately, we will see war. It's the nature of life and death.
Well, Starlock, you can't respond. You're in a different carriage.
Oops.
You're a diviner, though, so you know.
You have a feeling. You have a feeling.
Yeah. My wizardly wiles.
Ian, do you have the ability to send messages magically?
Yeah.
Can you send one to Tyros?
Didn't he fly away? Like, isn't he far gone?
Yeah, like how far can you send it out?
I mean, I'm right on the carriage now.
Yeah, but we don't know that.
120 feet.
Alright, well, can you just try to see if you can send a message to him?
Yeah, what do you want me to ask him?
I want to ask him what he'd do if he could spare his loved one.
Man, that's pretty dark. Like, he's already hurting. You want to bring up those wounds?
I mean, I'm trying to help, not hurt.
Is this something to do with the creepy dark lady that talks to you?
Creepy.
Okay, the dark lady
Wonderful.
who talks to you.
Beautiful.
The wonderful dark lady who talks to you.
Well, yeah.
Okay. I reach out to Tyros and I go, hey, Yandro the tailor thinks he can help you with your dead girlfriend. You can reply to this message.
You can reply to this message.
Ian, how long have we known each other? You have to get my name right. There's no N in my name.
Listen, I'm still working on that. I got Star-Lord over here. I don't know what you want.
Star-Lord.
I don't know if I can actually respond in wild shape, though.
You can, because it's in your mind.
Yeah, it's in your mind, so you can reply.
Okay.
So,
Ask him if this has something to do with his raven lady.
I will cast it again and send back, yes, you can reply to this message.
Ian, that is a vocal or somatic spell?
Yes.
Both?
Yes to all.
Okay.
Yes.
So Yujiro, you will pick up the fact that he has made contact, so Tyros is close. As well as you, Starlock, because the second time he did it, that means he definitely made contact and he's close. You're both arcane. You guys know arcane spells.
Yes. Tyros, do you reply?
Mm,
He's thinking.
Yeah, I should hear that, though.
yeah, that's a tough one. Tell him we'll have to talk further on this when we get to Wellshire.
Okay. He says he'll come find you to talk to you about this when we get back.
Okay. We won't have a lot of time, but I'm sure he'll talk to us as soon as we're around.
I cast it again, I say, he says you don't have a lot of time, so you might want to do it soon.
Understood.
He says he understands.
Thank you, Ian.
You're welcome. I'm surprised it's nearby and heard me.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. Must be in a tree or something. Or maybe his hut is. Maybe we're closer than we think.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yes, I am aware, my lady. I am trying to expedite the process.
Do you say that out loud?
He did.
Yes, every time.
Okay.
Yeah, Ben gets to type to him quietly, and he has to say it out loud.
I mean, I don't have to respond. I can just like nod, but
I would love to hear her going, "Shut the fuck up!"
Oh no, you know Ben is loving that.
No, I know.
He's replying, and it's just like, yes.
We can all hear him
yes.
tapping away.
I'm watching the new Battlestar Galactica over again. You're like Baltar with 6 in his ear.
Can we get a supercut of all the times that Jeremy's spoken out loud to the Raven Queen and none of us noticed?
Lee, you need
I
to
don't
get
want
back
to
on
cut
that.
through and make an hour-long video of that.
That would be pretty hot, actually. Yeah.
Dash on it.
Ian, could you tell him one last thing? Could you just let him know that? Could you just let him know the importance of the time process? Because the longer we do wait to discuss this and try to turn it around, the further success gets from us.
Yes. I reach out to Tyros again. I go, Tyros, if you're nearby, come to the carriage.
I'm tired of casting spells.
Using
I'm not a
the
message
flash.
service. Get over here now.
Actually, you are. You're a bard, dude.
Alright, you got me. You got me.
You want me to send a message? That'll be 20 gold.
Is the window open on the
Yeah,
carriage?
usually it's gossip. It's
Yeah.
not so directed at actually doing
If
it
it's
for.
not, I'm gonna throw it open.
Yeah, you can fly in and shape change.
So, yeah, with that, I fly in and shape back into druid form.
Do you land in Starlock's lap?
Cute.
You should just start like the cameo service early.
So, as I return to druid form, I look to Yujiro and ask, what is it that your queen would ask of me to return my love?
So, the more people that believe in her message and believe that she can help bring about good for our realm, the more powerful she can become, the more powerful she gets. And she does have the ability to stop those from traveling on past death. And she can do the same with your friend. However, just myself and you probably isn't quite enough. We have to start, or I have to start expanding those who believe that her message is the right message. And if we could turn Lady Carowin to also follow, that would be a lot more, because Lady Carowin is a royal.
Lady Carolyn?
So perhaps you could help me persuade her?
Wait, isn't she in this carriage with us too?
No, she's in carriage ahead of us.
Oh.
As
I'm just spoken to her
Ron
about this.
realizes she's not there.
Yeah, I could have sworn that we were all in the back one. Have you spoken to her about this before?
Jeremy. Tiro's asking.
Yajiro, have you spoken to Lady Carolyn about this before?
So I have. She was kind of on the fence, though. Ash, I feel, kind of leveraged her to decide not to. Ash is a believer in Cross. He has very strong beliefs, and I appreciate those, and I just have different ones.
Sounds like the Raven Queen doesn't want anything from us in this life other than our belief in her.
Well, and eventually we will die and become, passed on. But the more that we can give her while we're here allows her to do more in the realm.
I think then it's easy to decide what we have to do. We need to convince Lady Carolyn.
I agree. I'd hate to lose those that we could have not lost.
What now?
So, as soon as we get back, before we set the pyres and burn those to send them on their way, we have to at least attempt to convince Lady Carolyn. If we can, then we have a good chance of getting her back. If we can't, then we'll send her on her way, and I imagine vengeance will be the next thing on your list.
I've made my peace already with her passing, and we'll be getting vengeance regardless. If we're able to get her back, I think that would be great. But she died doing what she loved, fighting for Russia.
So, Star-Lord, how do you feel about all this?
God damn it.
Excuse me, I'm over in my own carriage. Are we all in the same carriage? I wasn't
There's only
sure.
2 carriages. You're in with that group.
Yeah, I was like, I thought you were right there next to us and listening to the whole conversation.
Yeah. Ash, Carowin, and Balin are in another. Shali is walking around, so in theory, if he gets closer to any of the carriages, he would overhear it with his passive.
Well,
I'm relatively.
it's fascinating to hear about the concept of a new god.
Really external to our groups.
It's
we're not surprised again.
Not particularly reassuring what
said my
her
piece about this particular
chief
argument.
tenets seem to be. It's a little
Unless somebody
dark
gets particularly
and
loud in their conversation, I'm probably not going to pick it up because it's not.
I think that it would be safe to say that I couldn't really side with competing royalty if there were going to be a new queen taking over.
Mark and Lee, can you guys hear each other or see each other? Because you guys are hearing. We're hearing both of you at the same time.
Well, I'm talking over. I lost Mark again. Hang on.
I can hear you, but I didn't hear anybody else.
Okay. Just gonna make because no matter what, when 2 people are going at once, the tone is the same, and we can't hear anything deciphered. Do you have Mark?
Yeah,
I've got Mark back now. Sorry about that.
No problem. I just couldn't. I couldn't discern what you guys were fully saying. So you're gonna stick around and just keep so we don't get ambushed again.
Yeah, I'm very focused on that. Unless something in the conversation gets particularly loud, I will not pay attention to it as a threat. I don't try to eavesdrop on our people, specifically, because I did think that's rude and not necessary. But Yajiro may make me change that thought process at some point.
All right, that's fair. All right, Mark, what were you going on with?
I was saying that it's fascinating to witness or be present for the possibility of a new god in the realm, but I'm not certain that I'm comfortable with her chief tenets or the idea of potentially new royalty competing in the area, even if it's divine. If it were to undermine the Lord's Greyheim or order in the area, I would be concerned. But of course, since I'm entirely in your hospitality while I sleep here, I completely endorse everything that it is that you're doing.
I can guarantee you, Sherlock, none of us would ever do any harm to you. And in fact, we would make sure that nobody would do harm to you. You have your belief. As I said, I have mine. And I would also make sure that the Raven Queen would not, even in any divine way, try to make Lady Carowin something other than a vassal of your lord.
Thank you for your reassurance. I feel much better and more secure. Sincerely.
So, are we gonna have to fight Ash? Because you're trying to do something that we all know he feels very uncomfortable with. And I feel like if you actually succeed in making Lady Carowin a vessel for your god, are we going to have to fight the church? Because we're having a hard enough time fighting the creatures coming into town. The church is a whole other matter.
So, if believing in a separate god forced a war amongst our own town, would that not make the church evil?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
They're
I
okay.
I don't really go to church, so I can't say one way or another.
So, Ash, while he doesn't believe in the things that my God believes in,
Right.
he is still understanding that I worship her, and he worships Cross. He's never made any qualms about that.
No, but he has tried to fight you, it seems like, a few times due to him just like... I don't know, it seems like he feels very passionate about the dead staying dead. Because he feels that's unnatural.
Yeah.
And I feel that if we somehow alter that, he's going to try to fight you.
I don't think Ash would ever raise a weapon to me. He would disapprove, I'm sure.
Okay. Alright, well, let's have fun. Let's see if we can bring Bree back.
Ash does seem to be a man of principle, although he does seem to be a bit standoffish about me as well. Is that just how he is, or you've known him much longer than I have, obviously?
He is very devoted to his god.
That's how you're going to answer the question? Okay.
As I am mine. Ash is very wise, and always means well.
That's true. He does mean well.
Excellent.
All right.
That makes a lot of sense, my lady. I could see that.
See what?
She's just opening my eyes to the fact that Greyheim is just one kingdom with one king, but there are many all across our realm. And I mean, I live in this little town, so it's more of an enlightenment, really.
Alright, so if we're not going to stop Carowin's carriage, you guys will push hard, and you will get to Wellshire. At the time, as you guys are getting there, several guards will rush up to your carriages as you are stopping getting out.
I'm not going back to jail.
Oh, jeez. Sorry. You remember Caden and Morgan? Mshale, they're part of the militia. Carowin, I'm assuming you'll kind of recognize some of the names. They go up and go, Lady Carowin, it is good you have finally arrived.
You seem out of sorts. What's amiss?
They said the ritual, your ritual thing, the rune circle, one of them's filling with blood, milady.
Shit. We're all piling out of
Morgan
both
goes,
carriages?
we stand corrected. It had already filled with blood, my lady, a day ago.
A day ago?
Yes, my lady.
And what has our lord done in my stead?
The guards all been doubled around the city, but we don't know exactly what that means.
Just around the city.
Of the town, yes.
Have no scouts been sent out?
We don't have many scouts, but they're patrolling us about 200 yards outside the city, but a town, but we're not sure what we're looking for.
I mean, we don't know what we're looking for, but have they leaned on the resources that Father Art's folk, the Fey Court, have left us?
Yes, we're scouting, but we don't know what we're looking for.
We're looking for the beast, but that is, of course, very obscure.
Milady, Yujiro, can you decipher what creature is coming this time, so we can tell our people what to look for?
I can attempt reading the symbols again, but I don't believe the last time they gave me any real detail on any of the beings.
The translation was the beast, the original one.
I guess my thought is the first time I went hunting, I struggled to understand the signs I saw, but I did see them. The next time I understood a little bit more. With each attempt, I got better and better until I became an expert.
That's a good point, Mshale.
Yujiro, maybe perhaps we should send you and Starlock to show him the runes and see what he can decipher, if nothing more. And the more experienced eyes upon these that we can get, the better off we'll be.
Yeah, I don't think it can hurt to have Starlock look at the symbols as well.
Okay, let's go.
Mshale, could you come as well?
I can if you need me, but I think I am better served out in the field.
So, I think just that hint of knowledge that you dropped on me, it might actually help me when re-reviewing them.
Understood. Milady, am I free to go with Yujiro and Starlock?
My friends, one moment. So, with those that are assembled, our friends in the group and everybody else, anybody who may be in, around, however they react, I don't care. I'm going to draw the sword of Greyheim and hold it in front of me like I'm contemplating it. And I'm going to say, by this sword, we will protect this people and this ground. And nothing will stop us. And I swear that I am not going to lose another. I cannot, on my life, lose more of my folk.
Who do you swear to, milady?
Stop interrupting me. Shush! I'm giving a speech here. Shush!
It's a lot more powerful
Shush!
to somebody.
I clap my hand over Yujiro's mouth. Gently. I'm not like trying to harm him or force him, but I'm making it very clear that this is not the time for him to start proselytizing.
Keep going.
and I give him the look.
We will defeat this beast, and we will triumph, and by the gods, we will survive. And I will somehow make that 10 minutes, Ben, and I'm going to...
Sounds good. Roll me a d20, though.
A d20?
You did say by the gods.
I did. Ah, that rolled off. I can't see what that is. Fucking getting old in glasses. That's a 6.
Ooh. Hopefully the gods are in your favor.
I mean, yeah, technically that's divine inspiration right there.
Hey Ben, can I give her my inspiration?
For a reroll? Are you sure you
Yes.
want a reroll?
I want her to be able to succeed.
That wasn't really what that roll was for.
Oh, in that case, I'll leave it alone.
You know what that roll was, right?
Yeah, I part of me knew, and part of me forgot.
Okay.
So I just used Inspiring Leader, and all of my group are going to gain 8 temporary hit points once per short rest.
All right, add them to your character sheet, guys.
Including myself.
All right. So Yujiro, Amshali, Starlock, you are heading into the estate to go down to the basement.
Before we head that way, I'm going to look at Tyros. Tyros, I would ask that you politely have that conversation with Lady Carowin.
I jog over towards Lady Carolyn.
In privacy, I would recommend.
All right. So, Ash, what would you like to do?
Watch everything. They're going into the to see the runes. I suppose I've got to be on lookout out here if Shale's not around.
Okay. Ian, what are you
I
doing?
know the Lady Carowin to make sure she doesn't have any orders to give her anything.
All right. Ian?
I guess I'll stay with Lady Carowin and just kind of hang around in case something happens.
Okay. Balin?
I want to quietly walk away and find my little friend, Camilla.
You can find Camilla?
Yeah.
Are you going to stealth away, or are you just, like, go ahead and walk away so no one notices? Unless someone notices.
No one's really paying attention to me.
Okay. So, Tyros, you're going to go to Lady Carowin, I take it?
Yeah, and once I get alongside her, I'm going to look and say, Lady Carowin, before we go check out the ruins, could Yujiro and I have a few minutes of your time to talk about a private matter?
I honestly think that Yujiro's time is better spent helping Starlock understand what we currently know and perhaps what we could know about those ruins. We just heard that the runes have been filled for the beast. That means it could be upon us right now. It could be upon us in 2 hours. We have no clue.
Yep.
His time is better spent trying to understand what all of this means.
We have maybe not equally, but also very time-sensitive matter to discuss.
Does it have to do with protection?
Yes.
Then pray tell what?
Yujiro, could you help me out?
He laughed, man.
So,
you gotta do this on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should have left. Honestly, you should be on your own, Tyros.
Yeah,
I
this
did
is just
word it-
this is
I
just
did word it
you.
in a way-
This is just you and Carowin. Yujiro, Starlock, and Amshali have now gone into the estate. So it's
I was
just
going
you.
to ask what the situation is as far as who's around.
Ash, Ian are the only ones that stuck around.
Ash is definitely looking around, even though he's right there.
So, Lady Carolyn, with regards to Britt and the other fox who was killed that we've yet to burn at the pyre, speaking with Yujiro about his Raven Queen, who would be able to help us with Brit, and would require you to become one of her followers in order to do so. Wanted to know your thoughts on the matter.
Not you too. I'm considering the matter. I am giving it my due diligence and true thought. However, I feel at this time that Yujiro has always been a flowery sort, and sometimes his words can be flowery, and sometimes he talks to himself. I don't know what to believe in what he says. Perhaps he can bring somebody back, but that's a blasphemy. Do I feel that we need to be at our full strength at all times at this point? Yes, but I don't want to punish that person by having them killed and then outcast by all of their friends and family because they were raised from the dead. Do I wish that, for instance, I could bring my parents back just that quickly with a snap of a finger? Of course I do. I want things to happen in the correct order. And let me, I hate to put it this way, unless I see a sign that this is the right decision to make, I can't make this decision at this time.
A crow flies from one tree to the top of the, a raven flies from one tree to the top of the church.
Tyros, can I ask you a question? What do you believe in?
In my life, I've led a very solitary life of individualism and freedom to do as one chooses, and I've lived a long life.
They're noble things, but what do you believe in? Where does your power come from? You're a druid. You believe in nature, the land.
That's exactly what I mean. It's my own life, your life, Lady Carowin's life, everyone's own life force. We're all here. We're all contributing in our own way, and as a part of the circle of, for lack of a better word, life.
Okay. I would equate your faith to that of the goddess Donald, but a lot of druids don't call it a single god. I understand that. Do you know what Yujiro said his patron is the god of?
Not exactly.
Maybe you should ask him what he follows before you try and recruit his for her. You will find it something not necessarily to your liking, I think. I understand the need for gods of all kinds, and I would not speak ill of any god, even Loki, who tries to steal things from those that Cross would protect. But you should know which god you're endorsing before you try and convert them. My concern is not that one would be brought back from the dead. That will be a power that one day Cross will grant me. It's the nature in which Yujiro wishes to do it. Blood oaths and pacts are dangerous things in this world. I respect your loss of Brit. I knew her all my life. She's been here forever. And if Cross were to give me the power to raise her from the dead, to rescue her from her fate, I would have done so. But he doesn't see that that's a power that I'm entitled to yet. He doesn't see that I've learned enough and how to use it properly. One day I will. In the meantime, I use my faith, my shield, my armor, my sight to protect those around. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just ask you to find out what you're endorsing first. Does that make sense?
If all these gods ask for their payment in the afterlife, that's a problem for future Tyros.
Gods don't ask for payment. They ask for worship. They want, in order to have their will enacted upon the mortal plane, they need worshippers. I respect his desire to grow his blossoming church, as it were, but you need to be clear about what faith you're dealing with. I am all about protecting my family, my friends, my town. That's why I went with Cross. That's why I worship Cross. I don't know why he has been chosen by this Raven Queen or what she demands. Cross only demands that I strive to protect. There's going to be no payment in the afterlife for me. I pay now. In return, he gives me spells. Yajiro has a different arrangement with his patron. So all I ask that you, before you speak that you want to follow this god or goddess, or any god or goddess, you find out what they're about. Commune with them. Maybe they'll answer. There's no harm in communing with a god. Any of the gods. Even the evil gods will listen to you. Unfortunately, they may extract a heavy price in the mortal world. And I would suggest you not follow that, obviously. Just some things to think about before you go recruiting for someone you don't understand.
The problem is the time-sensitive nature, as Britt has already passed, and Raven Queen is the only option I have to bring her back.
I can't do it. It's not within my power, or I would. I am not experienced enough to know, though, that level, to channel that level of magic. If you wish to make a pact with the Raven Queen yourself, that's up to you, but make sure you know what you're getting into first. The gods are very clear about what they want. They have champions. They have domains. Hers is not exactly what I would consider a druid would align with, from what Yajiro said. And be wary of any pact. And be wary of any pact you make, because there are other powers listening that will tempt you.
It sounds like Yajiro may not have given me the full story.
Yajiro is Yajiro. That sounds sort of about the way he goes. I'm sorry if I interrupted, but I just felt it was important. Do you have any questions about what I've said? About any of the faiths?
So, if my only option is the Raven Queen in this moment, I think that's what I have to fight for.
Just ask questions first. Make sure it's a price you're willing to pay.
All right, and with that, I lost Mark here a little bit. We're trying to get Mark back. All right, Balin, we'll go you. So you find Camilla at the shop. What are you doing?
I want to go up to her, and is she like just hanging out in the shop, or is she?
Yeah, because there's a lot of. I mean, her mother kind of brought her in because apparently with the troops all moving around kind of crazy, she's trying to get her out of the way because the troops are kind of marching from one point to another, sometimes in units, rather noisily and dangerously.
All right. Well, I would go up to Camilla and be like, "Hey, so how things have been here lately?"
Pretty crazy. They've been doing a lot of work. Oh, they built a tower.
They built a tower. Where'd they build a tower?
A little bit near on the other side, close to Breckinvale. It's a watchtower, they said.
Watchtower. Have you seen any of our own people go to the watchtower?
A couple of them of the town guard.
Have you heard any weird things lately?
Some of them got arrested.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know who got arrested?
Yeah, Ben, Hector, and Zane got arrested.
Ben, Hector, and Zane?
Yep. They're bad people, they said.
Wow, Ben is a bad person? That's a little meta, but okay.
No, Ben.
Yeah, well, it sounded like Ben. Do you know why they got arrested?
Because they're bad.
Do you know why they're bad?
They didn't eat their vegetables.
Okay, I get that. I hate vegetables too. Well, is there been any fun things you've been up to, or have you been stuck inside here this whole time?
I didn't see my little buddy anywhere.
Really?
Yeah, it seems like he's gone.
Well,
but no, everyone's just been kind of marching, building that stupid tower thing. Well, I mean, it's kind of cool, but I can't get up there. They're like really guarding it.
yeah, I mean, if I was you, I wouldn't go up there. I mean, I'd still listen, because, you know, we like hearing things, but I wouldn't go up there. If I get a chance to go up there, though, I'll let you know what it looks like. How's that?
Okay. And they said it's right now, like since yesterday, it's really dangerous, so that's why the guards are all having to work and guard.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
something with your house. Something spooky in your house.
spooky house. Interesting. Well, now I'm interested to know about this. So I'll make you a deal. You don't go to the tower, but you still listen for things, okay? And I'll come bring you candy.
Okay.
Still a deal?
That's a deal.
All right. I'm gonna go look for some candy for you, because I don't have any. I've been gone for a while.
All right. Hold on, we're trying to help our player here.
Damn lawyers.
All right. Well, I'm going to try to get this going. We're going to have to work out the tech problems. All right, so Yujiro and Mshale with Starlock, you guys go down. You will see, indeed, that the rune has been filled in with blood.
And which rune is it specifically?
It
Is there a description for it?
It is the rune of the beast.
Okay.
So I'm gonna kind of maneuver my way through the room, not touching the blood. I want to reread the runes and the ones closest to that particular symbol to see if maybe I missed something that might give some kind of detail into what that beast or thing might resemble, or how it might operate, or something.
Give me an Arcana check.
Just realized I was on my wrong character from a different campaign this entire time. And so you didn't see my roll before, Ben.
What was that?
I just realized I was on D&D Beyond. I was on a different character from another campaign
Oh no.
this entire time. So
Well,
that was why you didn't see the roll before.
I see. Yujiro, what did you roll? Sorry, I've got 100 other things going on. I don't have D&D Beyond up to see their game rules.
No problem.
Game log.
I rolled a 19.
19. Okay. You're not seeing anything. You're kind of deciphering. It's pretty much a lot of the stuff that you kind of picked out before. It's not different in any regard. It definitely is like it's an indicator. It doesn't seem like it's changing any from any type of other thing else once the blood kind of fills in that you're getting from that. But Shali, as Yujiro is looking over the runes, you pick up air coming probably about 10 feet from his side. All right, Mark, we get you back. So
Air?
you're down checking the runes out right now. Yujiro's trying to figure out if there's a deciphering thing going on. You may also take an Arcana check as well, just so you can kind of start reading what you see.
What is the room that is filling in, or has filled in?
Do you speak Abyssal?
I do not speak Abyssal, but I do have the research on the symbols that we were researching based on what we thought they were.
Okay. So with that, you will know it's the beast, but you're not sure of anything else with the circles describing. Apparently, Yujiro is able to read it, though.
That would have been my first go-to for a subject matter expert on this.
Before I say anything further to Starlock, I guess I'm gonna wait and see what M. Chalet says about what he said.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying I should do an Arcana check, or is this more of a
Nope. You feel air.
Yeah.
Your passive perception is high.
Okay.
You feel air.
I will kind of half turn. I will ready my bow, but not make sudden moves. So I'm turning slower than panic would normally allow me to. So I am ready to move and ready to act if need be. And I'm simply going to say, and let me make sure, see. I'm going to say, I've got Starlock and I have Yujiro. Yujiro, other than you talking to yourself and speaking common, have I ever heard you speak other languages?
No.
Okay. Then I will say it in common. I will simply say, something's here. And I am ready to act.
Give me a perception
Understood.
check with advantage.
With advantage, 27.
Okay, now that you kind of like put your hypersensors on, it's not like something brushed against you. You still smell it. It's stale air. But it's not like you've been down here before checking. It's like something different. It's not new air because it's stale, but it's not air that you've sensed before.
And so now I will say there's something new here. So is there like a breeze or where, that I can track the source?
Yeah, as you start looking now,
you
you get about 10 feet going near the wall, right behind Yujiro. You kind of like go around the circle, get to him, and then there's a little like slit, very minute, sitting in the wall. And as you kind of feel it, you feel it behind you as well. And then you kind of start seeing there's like a seam in the wall. And you can look across, your eyesight is so sharp. there's like 2 passages in the basement walls. They appear sealed, except somehow a crack has just formed in one of them.
They're coming directly in here. There are secret passages in this basement.
Let's get to a more defensive position. Probably the top of the stairs.
No, this is their target. We need to get people here because when they come through, this is their goal.
Yeah, but hold on a sec. So we've been here before.
Mm-hmm.
We know that none of the creatures have ever tried to use a back door to get here. So if there's been a back door here the whole time, I don't think it has anything to do with the creatures, Mshale. I think it has to do with either the people we didn't trust in the town, or the people who put the marks in this manor in the first place. We should probably try to figure out how to open these passages.
I can't speak to everything you've said, but everything we have done to this point was to defend this circle from those beasts, those creatures, those things from touching it. This is closer than anything could be if it breaches either of these portals. The 3 of us cannot defend both of these portals. We need to get reinforcements here. Then we can worry about checking either or both of these tunnels. And I don't recommend we do both at the same time.
I'm casting mage armor. How many people can fit in this chamber?
Oh, about 25 people. It's a big house.
But no one in the chamber can touch the blood. They
Correct.
will sorely regret touching the blood.
Correct. We bring Lady Carowin's closest defenders. We keep the other guards and everybody else outside in case we might possibly be wrong. And then we investigate these options one at a time as a group.
Sounds good to me, Mshale. Do you want to run to Lady Carowin, or shall I?
You run, I'll defend. I will step away and obviously not touching the blood, but I will step to a position where I can fire on either or both of those locations.
Okay. As Yujiro, you take off to go up the stairs to find Carowin. Within about a minute, just through the crack slit, Mshale, there's just a vibration of something moving far, far away.
So a couple things. I have Deft Explorer, specifically dealing with dwarves and goblins. Would my knowledge of either of those species give me any inkling on what this might be, even if it's a roll at disadvantage?
You're a ranger. You're a ranger, dude, and your perception is so high. You're just sensing something large is coming. And you've dealt with 3 Black Zodiacs before. You're now putting 2 and 2 together. That this is probably another venue. Because remember, one couple came from land, one came from the air. There's underground creatures.
Yeah.
So how this tunnel got here is perplexing. Maybe Starlock could get more into that part of it, but for you, you just know that something, because you're not maybe a bat, but you're passive enough to give you sort of echo location sense going on, and you're just close enough to this one. You don't know if it's the same on the other side though. You're just kind of getting a sense that they're both.
Yeah, with a bare knee to the ground, I'm feeling the vibration. Lewanika, the gamer of umpteen years, is thinking Umber Hulk or Dune Sandworm of some kind, and I don't know which. But either one's really bad. Actually, the Dune Sandworm's far worse, but far worse. Let us not fight anything from Arrakis today. But
I think the ground is too wet for that.
Don't give him ideas.
Don't give him ideas.
He doesn't have that one. Come on, he knows that. This may not be the venue, but he's got something cooking for that at some point. I guess. So I guess my question is, one, I doubt Chalet has ever dealt with an Umber Hulk before. It's probably has not had any lore on those at all. That's why I was asking about dwarves or whatever. Like, would I be able to put a word or whatever, even if I did like a, based on my other knowledges,
Okay.
even a roll at a disadvantage or something.
No, give me a survival check.
Okay.
Or history. I'll give you either or.
Oh, it's definitely going to be a survival check. It's a 15.
Okay. If this is your only thing that you've got to kind of like, you're kind of contemplating with the Umber Hulk, is the Umber Hulk would, if he's moving around, it would have been a tunnel that it's already created or something in that type of probably usage. So until you can discern what the tunnel is, it's hard to discern if it's actually the Umber Hulk because they have the ability to go through Earth on their own. So if that was the case, you kind of feel at a super disadvantage because this wouldn't be the only way they can get in here. Like,
yeah, because an Umber Hulk could literally come through the floor and touch it from the bottom if they wanted to.
Correct.
So that's helpful in that.
But I'm gonna let you contemplate for a little bit. Yujiro, you get to Lady Carowin and Tyros, and Ash and Ian nearby.
I will have gotten the message from Milady on the way to Lady Carolyn. So as I get to Lady Carolyn, now my brain's telling me that we are not in a good position. So, Lady Carolyn, with Mchala's help, we've discovered something extremely foreboding for us. Within the chamber, there is now 2 passages that lead directly to the chamber that have miraculously formed, and they may be tied to the beast having been selected as the next creature. According to my lady the Raven Queen, we need to search out these passages to find and eliminate the threat before it can figure out. Well, actually, it already knows where it's going, so we need to find and eliminate the threat at its lair, or we're done.
Then as soon as he said there's passages, I leave and head towards the house.
Okay.
I assumed that I would have started trotting that direction myself, and he's that following and speaking. I mean, Guitar, obviously we have to go and search this thing out. What are you talking about?
But there are two separate passages. We can't possibly search them one at a time, or else it's going to take too much time from the other one if we're wrong. We need people that we can trust to go, and we're going to have to split up and try to find the threat and hope that we have enough power to kill it in its own layer, its own background. It will have the advantage.
You've gathered our forces. Please, I beseech you, go and gather Ash's Fae folk, and any of the town's guard that you feel you can trust.
Okay. I don't know how I turned into the town runner person, but alright. I shall do that. First I'll head off to the Fae, even though I'm pretty sure we don't quite get along. But I'm sure we get along well enough.
Before you turn to go,
what do you mean them? Who is them? No, Lady Carolyn, sorry, I'm not talking to you.
What? I mean, I told you exactly who I needed you to go get. Please, go.
I think he's conversing with his Raven Queen.
He's
According to the Raven Queen, if I go get any of those folks that are not heroes of Wilshire, they will just perish and fail. It's up to us. Only us.
Did she tell you how much time we have?
So, pretty much every time one of these symbols fills up, we're on a ticking clock that means we're just simply running out of time anyway.
We've known that.
So, let's just imagine that we're almost out of time.
So the more bodies that I can throw into that,
Who are we missing? Looks like Balin's not here. Where did she go?
Where's Balin?
I thought you were watching her.
Who?
You!
Me? It is not my job to go and monitor my cousin. Where's that little girl she talks to? Damn it, she's not around.
Out of character question, Ben. Is the Fire Mage considered a hero of Wilshire? What's that?
That's exactly what that is.
That is
She's your agent. You want to risk her?
that is good luck.
I mean, alright. So, personally, I think she's a hero of Wilshire. She's been with us most of the battles that we've done. Is she with us? Because I don't remember you talking about her in the carriages.
She's kind of around the carriages and stuff. She's probably helping Thomas and all that. You guys are all doing your thing. She hasn't quite taken that level of advisory role to you group.
She came back with us because she was fighting when we got ambushed.
Yes. She blew up a lot of the enemy of Breckinvale for you guys.
Alright, never mind. We're not going to bring her. She's just dangerous. So,
No, I think she should definitely come. Tomas,
no.
I need you to
No.
our parents.
We're going to be fighting underground in a tight space with a pyromaniac.
You think
I
she
feel
doesn't
like
know
that's
how not
death.
to blow us up?
She's Balin's friend, right?
And possibly Ian's girlfriend.
Yes. No.
So, she's Balin's friend. And Balin is great. And let's also consider Balin's downfalls.
I don't have time to consider anything right now. I believe that she could be of help. I want you to make sure that she's there. Oh, yeah. There you are, Magdalene. Come on. Balin!
What's up?
Come on.
I just show out of like someone's back. Like, hi guys.
Let's go. We gotta take care of this. Let's go. Tomas, I want you... I know that you're hurting, and I know that you'll be hurting more if we fail. I need you to protect our parents.
Okay. Will do, sis.
So has he already been healed to as well as he can be healed for now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I will meet you at the estate.
Alright, so everyone, more or less, so you got everybody here, and the only NPC is Magdalene, correct?
What about Larkin?
Larkin's still in the carriage, unless you want to bring Larkin.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
So, just a heads up, Balin. I don't know who Larkin is, which means I would consider him not a hero of Wilshire, which means I would also consider him food. He will die if he comes.
Well, then I don't need to come because I'm not from Wilshire. I'm from Greyheim.
No, you are from Wilshire originally.
No, I'm not. Originally, I'm from Greyheim.
For what it's worth, I didn't hang around for the chit chat. I went right to the house.
Yep. I'm just trying to
All right,
figure out who the
well,
NPCs
Lady
are going on.
Do you think Larkin should come?
As I yell over my shoulder following Ash, I'm like, bring whoever the fuck you think should come. We need help. Yes, it's a cramped space and we can't touch the runes, but we need help. Damn it. Let's go. Move along.
I'm just gonna put my hands together real quick and just be like, my lady Raven Queen, I tried. If people die, at least you expect them.
All right.
Wow, that's like plausible deniability. Like, oh, not me.
I'm mentally making a note of this.
All right.
That's Yajiro Pontius Pilate, the tailor.
All right, so
Right.
Mshali, Starlock, as you guys are kind of checking out the slit in the walls, the cast comes bowling down the stairs, and you can role play from there.
I don't know how old these tunnels may be, but they appear to have been made by the Dread Realm itself.
Ben, shit, I gotta look at my notes to see the guy's name. The guy that took over while we were gone.
Yeah, a lot of that has gone on with you guys getting this information and running downstairs. From what you understand, they think it's somewhere outside on the surface of Welshire.
And we haven't told him anything different, so
he hasn't taken note of us charging the house.
You don't know where he is.
Okay. Great.
And again, most people didn't look like. I'm gonna give you a free insight, more or less. The army believes, from everything that's been told to them before, something has marched out from the forest trying to get in, or flew into the place. So most of the patrols and armies and all that stuff are out there. They wouldn't allow the escort to come in from the north, from Greyheim, which they knew was fine. You were part of some of the guard, and it was just your guard, your own town, that said, "Hey, the thing is on," to give you information, and then you guys went into the estate.
Hey, Benny.
Mm-hmm.
Can I take a few minutes and run to my house and grab the stuff I never got when we got dragged off out of town?
Depends on how much you think they have time for you.
Okay, how far is it from the estate to where I live?
Well, it's going to take you probably 15 minutes to go to the place. Run, grab your stuff, run all the way back. And these guys are going to wait 15 minutes. But they've debated that long, so all you got to do is ask.
No, not that long. Don't debate at all. When?
What if I cast Fly? Will that get me there faster, enough time to grab the stuff and get back?
No.
Damn.
Maybe 3 minutes supposed to be shaved off, but you got to fly out of the estate without running into anything. Get into your place, pick up all the stuff you know, and then fly back.
Damn. I'm gonna die.
When I get down in the basement, I want to ask Starlock why he thinks it was. Why do you think it was made by the Dread Realm?
The marks and energy vortices of the arcane give me the indication that this was not made by a creature necessarily. That it just was more opened, perhaps, by the Dread Realm itself.
That actually makes sense.
It's an interesting form for Tyros to take.
Interesting form for what?
For Tyros to take. Sorry, there's a...
Tyler's a dog.
Oh, I didn't see that. Ben, I assume I see the slits as well?
Yes.
Has anybody noticed? I asked, is there any arcane writings on them, or are we just looking at two slits in the wall?
Two slits, one side of the wall, and one on the far across the ruined circle into the other.
Can I look to see if there are magical indications of other slits that are about to open or may open later during the fight?
You look around, it's just those two.
Okay.
Anybody have the ability to see in the dark outside of a torch?
I can in a moment.
Nope.
Twin party.
Two splits. We're going to create two groups, I would assume.
Which of us carries a shield? I would personally recommend that the person carrying the shield leads the party. You should be able to at least defend yourself in the front from something that might strike out.
I can grant 4 people dark vision for the next hour. Cross lets you see in the dark.
Okay, so if we have to split up 4 and 4, whichever group goes with Ash will be okay.
I can give 4 people this ability to see in the darkness, and then call upon Cross to emanate twilight from me, lighting up the area like I normally do. So I could actually light up, like give one party full dark vision and the other party minor illumination.
How long does the dark vision last?
Oh, did you ask who can see in the dark?
Yes.
Oh, I can see in the dark perfectly fine.
Okay. That's one person.
Doesn't even seem dark.
So you will be in the team going without light.
Sounds good to me.
And I imagine that that's a new ability that you have achieved in your new devotion.
Absolutely. It is definitely bestowed to me from the Raven Queen.
Doesn't matter where we got it from. We all understand the power.
Gathering information. I didn't make any judgment.
Fair enough.
Ash, did you're checking both of the slits, or do you just go to one and identify the other?
I would take a look at both of them.
Okay. Each of the slits, as you get to them, much like Mshale is at 1, you hear a small, reverberating sound, like movement, big. As you go to the other one, it is something similar.
Okay, so there's no knowing which. They could both lead to the same place, or they could lead to 2 different
You're
creatures.
convinced they're 2 different tunnels.
Oh, they're 2 different things?
That means 2 things are coming at once.
Okay, so let's decide now who's going into which tunnel.
I think the easiest way to decide who's taking your vision enhancement and who's going in the dark.
Yeah, we also should split this party up so that we have healing.
You did, in fact, state that as a good idea.
So if Yujiro is the first on the side of dark, you're the first on the side of you're bringing the light. Who wishes to see in the dark versus who wishes to have light travel with them?
I'm casting dark vision now.
It matters not to me. I just need to see what I'm heading with my sword.
Ian, you have some healing ability, right? Am I noticing Ian has no weapons at all right now?
That's not true.
He has weapons.
I have a crossbow.
He just prefers to carry around his...
I think it's all his sneaky stuff that he's acquired is what he's asking for.
Oh, okay.
Magdalene can just make fire too. She can make a light around herself, but it's not.
So you do notice I have no armor and no melee weapons.
Well, then I hand you my longsword. You
use that.
No.
Rogue
Before
King
that happens,
Here, use that. I can't.
I don't think I can use that.
You can. It'll just be at disadvantage.
Rogue King use longsword.
And Shali hands you a dagger.
I'll take that.
I'll take my longsword back.
Shelley, if I remember correctly, you perform much better when not noticed, correct?
Yes, but I can do that under limited light. I think Lady Carowin, Ash, and myself should go in one direction. Starlock, yourself, Ian, and Tyros the other, and then Balin can go with Lady Carowin and myself.
And sounds like the Lady of Fire shall go with you as well.
Go with
yes, because she causes light. The rest of you will be working with dark.
All right, so Ian, you're going down the tunnel away from me, right?
Yes. He needs dark vision, please.
Dark vision for you.
I can see
Tyros, you're going down the tunnel without light, right?
He's an elf.
I can see him.
You can see
He's
in
got
the dark.
he's got pointy ears.
Who else was going down? You said you could see in the dark. Jero, who else was going with you?
I believe the mage
Starlock was, but he
is
said he
going
could
to-
cast a spell, but
He already did.
he already did.
You already cast dark vision on yourself.
I wouldn't mind dark vision regardless.
I want.
All right,
everybody
goodbye.
going on the other tunnel head at first.
Let's head down.
So then we'll give it to Balin and not Balin. Carolyn and.
Now, also, I'm just gonna point out the funny thing. I said one person with a shield should probably go with each party, and you took both people with the shields.
Wait, quick
Look,
question about
we're
the
fine.
like a crack in the wall though that we were looking in and listening in. That was when I was gone for a minute. What did I miss there?
Ask Mira, she, or, Maya could tell you.
Oh yeah, Maya. What did I miss?
Hey Ben, for what it's worth, I automatically get dark vision up to 300 feet too.
Okay.
As part of the scene power.
So, Ben, we left.
All right. So let me get this straight. What's the party? What's one party?
The dark team is Yujiro, Starlock, Tyros, and Ian.
All right. Yujiro, Starlock,
Tyros and Ian.
Tyros, and Ian.
Hey, Tyros, what do you specialize in as a druid? Like, do you like doing the turn into a bear type thing and stuff like that, or are you more of a nature spell kind of druid?
I think of myself as crafty.
Crafty.
If a druid took on some of the traits of what one might refer to as an artificer.
I mostly just want to know if I should put you out in front as like a hit me type target.
Hmm. I think I'm better served doing.
He's also one of your healers.
Yeah, support and distance type actions.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Tyros. So I'll be in the front then.
Okay.
Do you want a shield?
I can one thing
I don't
though
use
that
shields.
I can
I'm
do
not very
that
good with them.
probably I should announce is that I can call down lightning on a group.
Not in here.
Not in here. Is that
I don't feel like getting shocked today.
I think you're going to be outside for that one.
I don't know if you do.
Call lightning. I think call lightning doesn't require that to come from the sky, or is it lightning bolt that requires it? I don't know either spell. I'm thinking of 3rd edition and 2nd edition versions, but
Okay, so there's a 1d10 bonus if you're outdoors in stormy conditions, but otherwise you can just use it.
nice. Okay,
Cool.
Yeah.
that's a nice little 5th edition benefit.
5th edition's a fantastic band.
It's a fantastic what?
Band.
Oh.
They are pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, they're among my favorites.
It's unfortunate that a couple of their members died.
Yeah.
Their new manager's cool as hell though.
Their old lead singer, he was amazing. I mean, it's like Jim Morrison reborn and died again.
Except he died.
Oh, definitely died again. Lots of sex, drugs, and alcohol in that band too. That's been alleged to be part of their problem or success.
Well, that's one of the keys to their manager's success. Is, following the god of parties.
Rock and roll.
Great grandfather is the god.
I mean, they've even gotten to the point where one of them has gone to be a guru and
Okay.
found
So with the group, who is Jujiro's leading?
Yep.
What is your passive?
My passive perception.
Yep.
12.
All right. Give me a survival check.
Probably should have been with the other group, Lee.
Yeah, maybe.
You took both shields and the guys who can see
Yeah.
everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Took all the perception, all the shields. It's fine. We got this.
Okay.
We divided by people who could see in the dark versus those who couldn't.
Jen.
You sent the other healing away from me. So.
Jen, please just roll me any dice you wish. I just need to know if the number is odd or even.
Roll a d30.
Ooh.
I don't have a D30.
Well, that's unfortunate for you.
Even.
You get to pick who's getting attacked.
You rolled even?
Even.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh,
Quick question.
Ben, my sight is up to 120 feet, and you already know I see through magical and normal darkness.
Yes.
And Ben, as soon as we enter the dark tunnel, I will use my channel divinity to do the twilight.
Okay, that does.
As soon as we enter, I'm going to cast Spider Climb on myself, and instead of walking along the floor with everyone, I'm going to walk along the ceiling.
How long does that last?
1 hour.
Okay.
Ash, doesn't your ability only last in like 10 minutes or something? A minute?
No, that's true. It only lasts a minute. Good call. I won't do that then, because that's a minute.
Okay. All right, you. I'll start going through. The tunnel is. First, we'll start with Yujiro. The tunnel is kind of like eroding, like it's been. You feel like it's been like created Earth by some type of definite worm, or creature that seems to have passed. You're not sure. It is definitely very dark here. So the rest of your companions are having difficulty because there is no illumination out of your group.
But they can all see in the dark.
Well, here's the thing. The new 5th edition is you see low light, like it picks up a little bit more, so if there's some type of light, it enhances it. But in complete darkness, it is complete darkness. The only difference is you, because you have a lot more magical gifts that just kind of go through all the veils. So if they don't have any type of light, it could be very small, like a glow stick, and that will give them that much more intensive light. Like they can see a great deal with that small illumination. That's what dark vision now does for the elves and dwarves and stuff. But they need just a little bit of something that kind of helps offset things. In complete utter darkness, you see complete utter darkness, except for you.
I thought dark vision was shades of gray in complete darkness.
No, because I was watching other DMs, they have changed it to kind of be a setting of illumination of light. So if there's very small amount, you see fine. That's how you see it. But if it's complete darkness takes over. Only those spell abilities like the Warlock's Devil Sight sees through everything. So you can have, like I said, you don't need something big. You just need something that's sort of illuminating out of you, and that gives everybody else fine sight if they're having that.
Benny, could I use prestidigitation to create a small light above my head?
That does cause a small light? Yes, but because it's a constant cantrip, you're doing it just at will, so the minute when you stop, just to let you know, it's complete blackness for you.
Okay.
So,
well, prestidigitation lasts for an hour.
Is it concentration?
No.
No.
Oh, so just make
So-
a little.
Or you could just light a torch.
So,
Yep.
I
Ben,
don't have a torch.
I mean, you
If
can do it how
we
you
would-
want, but
Yeah, I mean, we would know
the
this, but
actual rules for dark vision don't follow what you're saying.
What are they saying?
So the actual rules for dark vision say dim light is treated as bright light, and no light is treated as dim light.
Okay. Well, I guess in my explanation is like you're not fully bumbling around. Like you guys can walk amongst yourselves because that is dim light. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't give you the full 30 feet vision that you guys are used to.
Well, my dark vision says up to 300 feet.
Shouldn't it give you vision out to whatever your vision it says it gives you?
All right, let's just double check. Maybe I'm going more. I don't. It doesn't really much matter with the mechanics that I'm looking for. I mean, I'm not really trying to push that much far.
Well, we just need to know.
I just want to make sure we know
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the future how it's always going to be treated.
I would say this: our characters would know how that would work. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Our
This is
previous
before you.
discussion-
This is before you go down anywhere deep. I'm not putting you in a situation where you guys are like, oh, we don't even know where we're going.
So under those circumstances, I would simply hand your group a torch if that was the case.
And again, none of
Either
that
way, you know.
is hard to find.
Because I carry them, so. Excuse me,
Well, I was trying to grab a lantern for my stuff, but I didn't have time.
No, I have a lantern with my stuff. And candles, but they both have their own problems.
Yeah, I have a torch on me too. Just realized. So if it'll help, I'll lend you a torch. Is this helping? One of you is going to see it eventually.
No, I saw it. It didn't really dignify a response.
All right, let me see if I can get one. The good thing about the D&D books, they're sort of all over the place.
I just
I
pulled
found
up
what
Dark
you were
Vision
looking
on
for.
D&D Beyond, and
Yeah.
it gives you what the Dark Vision description is.
Yeah, I know, but this is something I was listening to other DMs talk about, especially like someone like Matt Mercer, because he pulled this on a group, but I didn't like research it myself.
I mean, if that's how you want it, that's fine.
No, I don't really
Yeah.
care either way. Said I'm just kind of setting the mood.
We're fine to roll with it like that because we have
Yeah.
we have the ability to go and we can figure it out before the next session. I think that's good enough to go with.
True. All right. So, anyways, so you guys are moving down. Very close at hand. You other group, you're just gonna go through with the dark vision. Ash and Mshali.
Who was?
I mean, Magdalene said that she could light a small fire, like she could do something, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
we actually need light in our group because there's 2 people without dark vision.
Okay. So Magdalene will handle the fire. So basically, you have like a torch-like vision in your area, anyways.
Okay. All right. I thought you gave Carolyn, Balin, and myself the vision also.
I did. I don't think I had enough to give it.
You had
I did.
4 people. You had 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
and
So
marked that. So the only one that wouldn't have been would be Magdalene.
She can see in the dark.
She can see in the dark. So then everybody would have the ability to have dark vision. Because Mark cast it himself.
Okay.
that's kind of how I was writing down as we were going through.
Yep.
I put it in the chat. So unless I got something wrong with how people are seeing, please let me know. I can fix it. But I think that's about right.
All right. Okay, so basically you basically see the earth. Like I said, it looks like it has been sort of dug out. And Shali, I need you to make a survival check though.
Excellent. That's gonna be a 13.
All right.
You're a ranger. What the hell?
You can roll low.
I rolled a 5. That's pretty good for rolling a 5.
No. I've seen the portent that you actually rolled a 13.
So, you see the same thing. It's pretty much like this earth has just been dug out by what you thought before a worm. Like, it's just pushing forward. You guys go about 20 minutes. You still hear sounds of movement, mostly Ash and Mshali. You hear something moving within these tunnels.
Are there branches and turns, or is it one straight tunnel?
This one seems to be a straight tunnel. Where are you going right now?
Ben, let me ask this question. How wide is the tunnel, and how tall is the tunnel?
It is definitely about 10 feet wide and about 12 feet high.
Okay. I will go middle of the group, but I will ask the group to stay either left or right so I can be opposite the group, so I have a clear line of fire.
Okay.
There's only 5 of us, so.
Yep.
All right. Yujiro, after about 20 minutes, you come out what appears to be a long tunnel, and in it are 3 entrances in. Whoops, wrong way. What would you like to do?
What do you guys think? Right, left, or middle?
We should go to one of the sides so that we are not flanked from both sides. Probably
Far right, far left. Oh, not you, Starlight. You're not here, right? You're not. Oh yeah, you are that group. Sorry. Continue.
What did you say, Starlight? Far what?
far right.
Let's do it.
Okay. Who is right behind him? Starlight?
I'll be in the middle.
Yeah, I'll take the rear. That's fine.
Okay. Yujiro, another survival check, please. Actually, all of you can make a group survival check.
I got
Not one.
Got a 15.
15.
There we go, Ian. Very nice.
Ian, what'd you get?
20.
Yujiro, you said a 10?
Yep.
And Tiros?
6.
Alright. So, just enough. You will notice now that the tunnel is no longer that worm creation. It definitely looks like a constructed tunnel by a craftsman of people you're not sure of.
Alright. Is there anything on the walls? Any etchings? Anything?
Give me an investigation check.
15.
As you look, you don't see anything visually, but as you brush your hand across, you just kind of feel like maybe there is some type of etching on it. You're not sure exactly how. Maybe it's too weathered, but there's just a slight feeling like somehow it's made into something. Not enough to read, but definitely enough to feel.
Okay. Starlock, it seems like there could have been etchings on these walls, but I can't decipher them. I think they're too worn.
Can I try an investigation?
Sure. And I'll give you advantage because he's already pointed them out.
Advantage is 18.
You feel the sensations of them as well. Now you can give me an Arcana check.
It's an 18.
You can absolutely now feel that the way they are feel similar to what a mage might put as runes in the in something, but they're not like eyes, wards, traps that you're definitely feeling right off the thing. It just feels like a construct of some sort.
So it's programming code, essentially?
In a way, maybe, yeah, that's a good way to call it.
Does it seem like it still has power?
Oh, you just feel like you're having a sense from what you discovered before that this may be, they're sort of linked onto that. I'm going to cut away from you guys. All right, and Charlie.
Yes.
You guys also break away. Alright. You will notice that the tunnel yourself as well has changed. It is again this weird, so you're finding that it is now this constructed stone.
Okay.
It is this tunnel, and it breaks off into those two directions.
Whenever in a maze, always go to the left. So that would be the direction I would choose to take the party, unless Lady Carowinds asked me to go a different way. But I'll certainly suggest we go to the left.
We could stop and listen to see if we could hear any difference down each tunnel.
Okay. I will do that.
I'll help him.
Sounds like it's coming from both.
Even with our high... Okay.
Do we have... Am I able to discern if it's one thing or many things?
That's going to be definitely a perception onto it directly, so you'll have to roll. So
Okay.
A perception check, straight up.
On a natty 20, I'm going to call it a 28. Ranger's going to range, baby.
Get that roll right.
The big sound, Mshali, is a single thing. But there is a soft whisper moving around somewhere else in the tunnels.
Okay.
So
that whisper,
Like
does
it
it
is,
fall?
it's a very light padded plant of whatever's moving.
So, again, my favorite enemies are humans, goblinoids, and halflings. Is it either of those?
You do not believe it is anything of those in terms of a militia state, because there isn't any. Your acute sense of hearing is not picking up any, like the soles of a boot or a shoe.
Mm-hmm.
The padded thing could be a thief,
Okay.
but you're still unsure.
Or from your description, it could be an animal like a cat.
Could be something of that.
It's not right down here, but these are a beast, so.
All right.
Your call. Unless Lady Carowin says otherwise.
And the big one, and the big one is to the left or to the right, or the big one's down both.
The big one's down both.
Okay. And the padded one is down which side?
It sounds like both.
Either of these lead to the same place, or we are dealing with 3 threats now. I say we go to the left. And if we are in dire straits, any return would cause us to only have to worry about going to the right, and that will lead us out. It's the easiest way to not get lost in a maze, is always choose one direction.
Sound logic to me.
And so I will lead us to the left.
Now, Carowin, as you're moving to the left, give me a survival check, please. And I'll let you take it at advantage.
You'll advantage?
Yep.
Good, because I'm great at those. Surviving isn't apparently my thing. Oh. -1 for an 18.
-1. I like the way you set that up with the drama part. As you turn the corner and your group is moving aside, and you can still, you know, this sense of things kind of going on around you as you're moving, something kind of gets to your thought about something about this. You're going into a deep place. You've got to locate this thing depending on how wide of a web it may be on. What happens if it gets behind you? And I cut away.
Ah!
All right. All right, guys. It is breaking up the tunnel. As you can see now, you feel like it's definitely connecting to the other spot. But it is going up to the right, or continue more, or you can connect more to the left.
What do you guys think?
I think only
Suppose we ought to be consistent and go upright.
Go right.
Alright. So we'll look left just to make sure that I don't see anything coming from that direction, right?
No.
Alright, and then we'll proceed to the right.
All right, you turn right and begin to move up.
Do you mean that we should turn back and go in the other direction? Or do you mean that we should proceed forward and then take a left, lady?
You hear him now speak to you guys, speaking aloud.
Alright, I think we should go back and go the other direction.
Do you back up?
Kind of like the portents that you get from what I can
Based
tell.
on, yeah, based on your divine guidance.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Here goes back. Carolyn, back to you.
I turn around Excuse me. And I imagine all this time I've had the sword out, so I will speak the command word that my uncle cousin gave me to the sword and cast bright light in a 10-foot radius ahead of me.
Okay.
As I turn around. Just to, to augment whatever spell that I have.
Okay.
Do I see anything?
No, it's all around you is definitely very well lit. You will now notice that there is little, like, etchings in all around the walls.
Are they in a language, Ben?
Huh?
Are they in a language?
Yes.
Do I recognize... Common Dwarvish Halfling. Do I recognize any of it?
No.
Draconic?
No.
Damn. Alright. Does it remind me of the writing on the circle?
Yes.
Does it look like it's probably abyssal?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to say it all out. I don't read it, but this looks abyssal.
I feel like we should go back.
Okay. Back where? Back how
Just
far?
back.
Okay.
We left nobody to protect in case something gets behind us. That's we need to go back.
Okay. I assume we go back. Anybody not go back?
Well, Magdalene goes, Lady Carowin, wasn't it that if we do not seek it, it could get through us?
I'm a woman. I can change my mind. You know how it goes.
I'm not disputing that you can't change your mind. I'm just questioning what is our defense if that is our case. If we have one stand against it, is that the play to drop it when we see it?
Definitively, if you see, air quotes, it, yeah, you do what you can to drop it. We don't even know what it is, but I don't know, I have a niggling feeling.
So what do you want to do? Wait at the intersection? Or do you want to split up even further?
I feel like splitting up. I mean, the further down we go, the further away we get from its goal, and it can slip behind us because it knows these paths better than we. If somebody chooses to stay behind, they need to be within shouting distance. A backup, if you will. But I don't know, I just have a feeling that I'm worried something could slip in behind us.
Well, Mag says, well, me, Balin, and Larkin can go back to the right way, and you two, the rest of you can go forward.
I don't know that going forward is the right plan. Like, as in, if we make a stand, we make a stand here, but we need somebody behind us to make sure that the back is guarded within hearing distance so that we can charge back if we need to.
Lady Carowin, this thing is very large. In this type of hallway, it could barrel through us before we could fell it. Either waiting in the main chamber, dangerous, or risking it get behind us, also dangerous, are our best options. In these tight quarters, most of us will not be effective. More importantly, if we hurry, we can get it before it gets closer, or before it can maneuver behind us.
Hey Ben, is there anything on the ground, or like, can I check on the ground to see if there's been any recent, things? Sorry, Nyron.
You also will notice that the ground has the same silver lining etchings that are going on, but strangely enough, this doesn't feel like the environment is not natural in terms of its timing. There's no layer of dust. There doesn't seem to be tracks. You're not seeing anything that's like that. It's very, very weird how you've never heard of tunnels ever being underneath the Cadal estate.
And remember, Starlock indicated that these passages were created by the realm, so this is completely unnatural. That's natural to be unnatural. But
the passage we just passed is larger than this. Perhaps that's where we make our stand.
As much as I'm of the mind of making a stand, I want to engage this thing as far away from that circle as possible, so we can, if it tries to get past us, we can have hope to catch it again.
But which way? And do we split us up again?
I think splitting us up even more is very hazardous.
I agree. And at risk of that, I mean, this is the first yes, it's the first crossroads, but I don't know. I don't want to risk something getting in behind us.
Well, Magdalene says, I'll stay behind. I'll stay right here.
I can't risk one person.
I'll stay.
No, Balin. Larkin says, you go with your cousin. I'll keep Mag safe.
Fine.
All right.
I say, as far as which way we go, we trust Mshale's lead here. He has the better instinct for hunting underground.
All right. So, Mshala, you'll move forward?
Yes.
Again, though, I do not want to go beyond shouting distance.
I think we'll have to shout quite loudly, but these halls should echo.
Eventually, you get beyond shouting distance, or you ain't going far.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, no, we go around the corner, can't hear anything.
The tunnel is splitting.
Is that actually a grate in the ground, or is that just a tunnel?
Oh shit, there is a grate in the ground.
Yeah, I'll definitely inspect that.
Yeah.
Okay. It looks like it's like on solid tight.
Look for traps.
Investigation check.
$21.
Does not appear to be trapped.
Any sounds coming from it?
Perception check, please.
Okay.
I was going to ask about listening for the sounds down each of the corridors, including that grate vent.
You definitely hear that louder sound coming from, it seems more to your top right there.
I got a 14.
It sounds
Top right
oceany down there. Like there must be air coming. What?
Sorry, top right is in over here?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll point out, I think the bigger thing is this way.
We should continue that way, and then I would like to set alarm traps, or two traps. The first one is an alarm. Correction, I want to set three traps. An alarm, a snare, and then a third alarm that will go off if the snare is tripped.
It's going to be at least a few minutes.
We don't really have a whole lot of time to be doing all this stuff.
We don't, but if we're going to continue that way, we need to make sure that there's warning behind us.
I agree.
Can't argue with that.
All right, so you take time to do that.
Damn it, I need to increase the protection right now.
Yep.
Am I in the right group here? All right, guys. Where would you like to go?
Well, the lady beckons that we go straight. I will look to the left to see what I see in that direction.
Are the words still up on the walls? Do they seem to like cover the walls?
Everywhere. And the floor.
And the floor. So they're not exactly like directions in an airport.
No.
Oh, it could be a subway map.
Like you said, you feel like this is how it was created. Like, if we were talking magic in terms of computers, this is definitely abyssal constructed. You're sure of it.
So if somebody were to change the word on the wall, it would change the shape of the room?
Theoretically.
They just have to be able to read it.
And have the magical power to actually make the fabrication.
So removing a chunk of the wall wouldn't be sufficient?
You don't think so?
Like writing over it?
Alright. There is a small pool of water.
Does the pool of water look shallow? Deep?
It is definitely shallow, but now you can see that it is feeling a vibration of the sound Mshali and Ash must have been hearing. Like now it's giving you an indication that it must be nearby.
So it's just constantly rippling?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of this, Starlight?
Hard to tell. I will, I guess, take the end of my staff and try to see what the depth is, gently, carefully.
5 inches.
Okay. The bottom is smooth, like it's a crafted pool.
Yep.
I'll pull the staff out and observe it for any kind of damage to see if this is some sort of corrosive whatever.
The water does not smell well.
Smells stagnant or?
No. It definitely smells almost sulfuric.
Okay, passive perception of 20.
You just think it's not full water, or it's not definitely drinkable water for what level it is, but wherever it came from, it wasn't a wellspring or anything like that. It doesn't seem anything more different than that, just something that is not like fresh water or rainwater or and something of that you would feel natural about. This is definitely something that came out of, with the abyssal stuff going on, this could be from the demonic world, demon world, devil worlds.
Yeah. I didn't expect anything terribly healthy down here. Is there a style or anything to the abyssal words that could give insight into the ethnicity of the people that made the words? Like a dark elven kind of style to it, or
not from what you're understanding, but your friend here who has voices in his head seems to understand a lot. He's understood the ritual.
I mean, it looks kind of like chicken scratch, but it didn't go so far as crows.
You can ask him.
I've been thinking out loud. Do you have any further insight? Does your patron have insight as to made these words?
Well, not that she's given me yet, but both
Yeah,
I
give me a
and
moment.
she knows that this is definitely Abyssal. It's been Abyssal since the beginning.
But the Dread Realm has a bit of an abyssal slant.
She feels it's devil-based.
Okay, always reassuring.
Hey, Tyros. By the vibrations in the water, you being a druid and a natural survivor, is there any way you could come up with a way to maybe give us a better clue of where they're coming from? Any possible way to use what you're seeing or feeling?
I've been wondering if my druid craft might give us any kind of clue here. Generally, it's used for more or less predicting the weather, but it's atmospheric conditions and the general conditions around that it really shows with its display when I create it. It lasts just for a few seconds, and we'll get an idea, like a golden orb if it was going to be clear skies, or snowflakes if it was snow.
Yep. All right.
With what's going on here, I don't know what it would create. So let me try and see what happens.
You cast, and I'll be right back to you.
To be continued.
So, Ben, while we're taking a moment to set those traps, I actually want to take a moment to pray to Cross a little bit while he sets the traps.
Okay.
Just ask, say, I know we are out of our element, and ask you to keep our eye on us, protect us, and show us the way.
Roll a d20.
$13.
Okay. Traps are set, and you head up.
Excellent.
I'm gonna kind of lag behind because it's a crossroads.
Okay.
We really shouldn't split up that much. We need to be together and protect each other.
I'm also not standing on the ominous circle in the center of the room.
Okay.
Like, that falls under the list of things I will not be doing.
Fair enough.
Right there.
That's awesome. Do not step on circle. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm chilly. It's bright and sunny looking.
The circle is definitely filled with more abyssal language.
Okay.
Got nothing for it, unfortunately.
Does anything in that circle match what I've seen in the basement and or in my parents' room? Any of the rooms look like exactly like I'm looking for similarities.
Give me an investigation check.
Well, it's definitely the same language. We know that.
13.
You're looking over quite a bit, and you're just kind of like, I don't know. I don't really. There's a lot on it. It's like it's confusing, the way it's all twisted and layered about on top of what's being put there. It would take you feel like 15 minutes to kind of get a little bit more handle on it.
As long as the group is here, I don't think we're going to stick around for 15 minutes, but as long as the group is here, I'm going to be studying the circle.
Well, that's pretty much your quick study, so it'll take you another 15 more minutes to, if you want to really try to get more information out of it.
Okay.
And Shali, you hear stomping still. It feels closer.
Can we get a
I'll ask you to.
bearing on the stomping?
It still feels like maybe
Um,
up or to the right.
I look at Charlie and I assume we confirm the same feeling at the same time.
yeah.
Okay. I have the encounter up. I need everyone, and I mean everyone, both groups, to roll initiative, please. Please use D&D Beyond so it fills in.
Carowin, take advantage on that.
I did not I have a sort of warning, so I did not advantage that or
Okay, well then I'm Charlie can.
I can change it if you guys roll something different.
So I rolled an 18 with the. I rolled an 18 with the first roll. We'll go with the second roll. See what that comes up. The 18 will stand as the better of the two rolls.
All right.
I can give one person advantage. So
I got 10.
10? Okay.
actually, I think you do roll really well. That's why I didn't give it to you. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Ian.
Yeah.
You're so quick. What are you doing?
No idea. I'm gonna hold my action until something happens.
What are you holding to do?
I guess I will hold my action until I see something appear or attack us, and then I'll cast a spell at it.
Spell. Okay.
Yes.
So you have a spell on hold. All
Yeah,
right.
I'll hold Sacred Flame.
Heard. Carolyn.
similarly, I am going to hold an attack action.
Okay. All right. I'm going to label these as Carowin's party and Yajiro's party. Carowin, your party from the back hears a scream. It is a man's cry of pain.
I will turn and run.
You're holding to attack right now.
I know.
Back to Yajiro's party.
I will attack my cousin. No.
Tyros. What would you like to do?
Who?
Tyros.
Oh, Tyros.
I walk down from the ceiling back down to the floor and cast Bark Skin on myself.
All right.
Using my armor class.
Nice. Anything else?
In this area right here, far away from us, I'd like to cast Plant Growth.
Can you see it? Do you need to have line of sight to cast?
You just choose a point within 100-foot radius.
Okay. So you can have plants grow there?
Yeah, and the benefit there is any creature moving through the area. This lasts for how long does it last for?
Okay.
So for creature moving through the area must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves.
All right.
It doesn't say long duration, instantaneous.
Okay.
So I guess they're just there now.
Yeah, it'll block it. Plants are growing. I'm gonna head back. Ash, you heard the scream of pain, but your passive perception still hears a large sound coming from either the top or the left. I mean the right. Can't hear you.
My action will be Eternal Divinity to do the bubble of Twilight.
Okay.
And actually, I will then cast. Actually, that's concentration, isn't it? Yeah. I will wait. I'm gonna see if something comes from where the loud noise is.
Okay.
Actually, I'll move towards where I think the loud noise is, but leave the group.
That's either the right or the top. You gotta choose one or the other.
Let's see here. I will go up in that corner, actually. Right in the top. Right in that square there.
Okay.
And I'll say there's still something down here.
All right. Mshali.
I'm going to cast Long Strider on myself.
Okay.
That will give me, that will add 10 feet to it'll add 10 feet of movement to my movement.
Yep.
It lasts for 1 hour, and it is a non-concentration spell.
Okay.
And I will move. I will say, stand and defend. I will move to our rear and shout back, and I will move at max speed towards the screens. My movement is my movement at this time would be. Give me 1 second, and I'll get you that.
Okay, you can get all the way back down to Magdalene. It'll be 80 feet.
Oh, I'm far faster than that with Long Strider on. I'll have plenty of extra movement from there. Hang on 1 second. I'll with Long Strider adding 10 feet to my movement.
Oh, because you're dashing.
That will give me a movement. That'll give me a movement speed of 40.
Yep.
And I can so as a bonus action I can dash, which will give me a movement of 80.
Yep.
So I've got a total of 120 feet I can move.
All right. So, movement and bonus action being used. You're there.
Yep.
Right?
All right. And what do I see?
That.
Is that a displacer beast?
Is that a displacer beast?
I don't know. I've never seen a displacer beast in my life.
Oh, that's some shitty laws right there. Pardon my language.
So you have an action.
Actually, I don't, because that
Here to use
spell
this stuff.
is a full
Oh,
action.
to cast the spell.
So
Correct. So that's what you
I've got
see.
nothing.
All right.
I use everything to get here.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
I will say this: if it stops next to me, I get 5 foot of movement.
Oh no, it's eating Larkin.
Or 15. I get that, but if it by chance decides to come at me, and not 5 feet, I get 15 feet of movement if any enemy ends their turn
Oh, okay.
within melee range of me. and that would be without creating an attack of opportunity.
Stomping through is that thing. I need Ash and Lady Carowin to do their actions, please, of attack.
Then I will cast my spiritual weapon.
What world is that thing?
This oh, what is that?
Ben, did you hear me?
What was that?
Spiritual weapon.
Okay.
I don't use actual swords. Come on, man.
And I rolled a 10 to hit.
And
10.
what do I roll?
Yeah.
I rolled 24.
That is definitely a hit.
Rolled a 17, so that's good. Roll damage, damn it. There we go. 8.
Eight damage?
8 damage. What are we looking at, Ben?
Hold on a second.
Death. Isn't it an awesome card?
You would want one.
I mean, I don't want the card. I want to play.
It is a
Yeah.
weird looking like monstrosity that you're seeing.
Okay.
I don't think you've ever seen one before. It's just like these weird tentacle things and a mouth of teeth.
I rolled a 22 for my second attack.
Okay, that's a hit. Anything else?
Hang on, let me get my damage because this weapon is weird. Four. Oop, wrong one. No. 8. That's 23 slashing.
Oof.
And it says +6 radiant.
Yep. So 29?
Yeah. And 6 of it's radiant.
Oh yeah, it doesn't have any resistances, so whatever.
Whatever.
I'm saying everything you do is gonna hurt it.
Well, that makes it easier for bookkeeping.
Yes, most definitely.
I mean, this is the first time I'm using the new sword, so I'm trying to figure it out.
No, it's a second time. You did against Breckinvale dudes.
And I rolled low.
You did roll
I'm
well.
still...
Alright. Balin. Big old monster
I'm
just
running towards the
attacked.
sound.
Huh?
I'm running towards the screen.
Okay.
Yes.
She heard a
You
man
might,
scream,
man.
and there's only one dude back there.
I would also like to make that a goading attack, by the way, Ben.
Wisdom save?
I believe yes.
Okay. Let me make that roll for the beastie. It is not goaded.
It was a DC 13.
Yeah, it got way above that.
Okay.
I don't think you need to go to Jen. I think it's more threatened by you than me.
We'll see.
All right, Balin, you
18 and 10.
can move. Use your bonus action to dash. You will now have an action to see this cat with tentacles eating your comrade, friend.
What was I gonna do? Lost my train of thought. You said I can
Jen
dash?
doesn't the
Yep,
I'll
with a ranged
dash.
weapon. Unless you
Am
want
I
to.
clo-
I'm sorry. You can get close to melee, but you won't be able to attack. And put yourself
But I
in harm's
can
way.
with the bow, right?
You can do with definitely with a bow.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Shoot away.
Wait, damn it. Did the wrong thing again.
You will have advantage to shoot at because Larkin is considered in melee with it.
Hmm. Five, four. That sucks. Go again. Come on, go. Got 14.
That hits.
Oh, yay.
So you get to roll the bow damage and then backstab damage.
What's backstab?
It is your stabbing ability action from your thief features.
sneak attack
Rogue.
damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
okay.
you are 6th level,
Should be in our action economy now in D&D Beyond.
you should be adding 3.
Okay.
You should
So
be
with the-
adding 3d6 to you with sneak attack damage.
Okay, well, the damage with the bow was 5.
Okay.
Then 9 with the sneak attack.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Yujiro group. Tyros, what is your armor class with bark skin?
16.
Nice. Okay. Thank God you finally started putting some type of defense on you. All right, you get kind of shoved away though as something barrows down the group and hits into the pool.
Well, okay then.
Starlock and Yajiro will see the abyssal ruins lacing around its tattoos all across its body.
I think the kids are saying, sheesh. Right?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
All right. Whoa. What are we doing here?
Do I get to attack it?
Yes. The creature has showed up.
Alright. Takes
Oh,
Dex 14 save.
Dex 14 save. Let's see if it can do that. It failed. Do the damage.
5 damage.
5 damage. Boom. It's lit up. Alright. Now, truthfully, I should have done what I did before.
Hey, Ben,
Yes.
because I'm being prodded and reminded, add 3 points of damage to the baddie that I was fighting, because I forgot I rolled another D8 for the goading attack.
How much?
3.
3? Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Are you a battle master? Now that we're on this.
I don't think I just read through my sheet, and I don't think I am.
If you're not a battle master, it's not a D8. If you've got the ability
It
from
says
a
it.
feat,
Yeah.
you got a D6.
I think
Her
I
sheet
got.
says D8. She is a battle master.
Yeah, she's a battle master.
Okay, so she doesn't know what what she chose. Okay.
Martial archetype battle master. Nice. Jen, this is why I like being able to look at other people's sheets.
Hey.
Yeah, no, I fully agree with you, Art. I just have read most of the abilities many times. That's why I was like, wait, she's got to be this or not be this.
Yeah, it's either a D8 or it's a D6 at this level.
Okay, I believe you.
We're just here to help, Jen. Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright.
Why is there a condition marker on the map?
Plant growth.
Like,
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh,
Uh,
that's good call.
Yeah, I thought that was
Magdalene fires 3 balls of fire back at the other thing and hits all 3 times on the displacer beast, knocking it to damage. All right, Starlock, back to Yujiro's party.
Okay.
What do you do?
I am going to unload with maximum Jim's magic missile at 3rd level. So it's amazing the things you find when you go to the library.
Yeah.
That's going to be 5 darts. And go. So that isn't what I expected at all.
No.
But let's see. So it's +7 for each one. So that is a dirty 20 on the lowest one that's likely to hit, unless a 10 and a 9 hit.
10 will miss, and 9 will miss.
All right. So then 20, 21, and 24.
Yep, those 3 hit.
And that will be 16 points of damage.
What kind of damage? Is it force?
Maybe.
I'm
Hang
assuming.
on. Yes, force.
All right. You blast it pretty hard. It wails in frustration and anger. Anything else?
I'm going to step back out of what I think its arm's reach is.
It would be an attack of opportunity.
Okay, no.
No?
Well, actually, yes, I will. I will step back out. Can I disengage?
Nope, that's an action.
Okay, then I will just step back out of reach.
With a reaction, he will hit you.
Then I will cast shield, and my armor is 21.
He still hits you.
Well, isn't that awesome?
You take 20 points of slashing damage. And now you're out of range.
Yeah, I'm very much out of range.
And then he uses a legendary action.
Oh, that's not good.
And he hits you, Ian. for 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Well, it's less than the 20 I took.
Yujiro, it is your turn.
Yay for being last in initiative.
So
What
last.
did you roll?
2.
A 2.
That's the best place to roll a 2, though.
It's because you're distracted when you were just listening for your divine lady to guide you through these tunnels.
True. Alright, so
You're busy listening to the voices in your head.
I see what looks like it's definitely an enemy. So let's go with... I will use my bonus action to put Thunder Smite onto my weapon.
Okay.
And let me just make sure that this is correct. Yep, okay. And then I will Green Flame Blade him.
Okay.
Green flame.
Now, I am flanking him, right? With Ian.
You sure are.
And I played it.
That hits.
Alright.
Make sure you tell me your damage and type. So this would be slashing damage, 15.
Yep, 15 slashing damage.
Okay.
And 2 flame damage.
Yep.
And Thunder Smite does 2d6 thunder. And 7 thunder damage.
Okay.
And he needs to make a strength 17 save.
Or... Oh, he passed.
Or... Okay.
You will notice that the slashing cuts through him hard as you bite into him. The fire licks off his fur, cooking him pretty well. You smell the flesh burning. There's a weird reverberation with the thunder damage. Like it didn't hit as hard.
Interesting.
Anything else?
No, I'm gonna hold my ground right here.
Okay. He hits you back with a legendary action
Sweet.
for 14 points of slashing damage. Ian, what would you like to do now?
So technically he swung on me, right?
Yep.
So I can silvery barbs him.
To make him roll again? Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that.
He would still hit you for the same damage, but now you can give advantage to somebody else.
I'm gonna give advantage to myself.
Okay.
This way, they can try to get into a safe spot, and I don't have to worry about flanking with them.
Yeah, you brave man. Ian, what are you doing?
Okay. So I'm assuming he uses reaction on Mark, so I'm gonna take
Yes.
15 feet back, get out of his range, back down the hall we came.
Okay.
Yeah, like somewhere right there. Then I'm gonna cast Bane on him. It's a 14 charisma, and if he fails, he just subtracts a d4 from all of the attack rolls and saving throws.
Dude, he rolled a
Easy.
natural 15, minus 1, 14. He passes.
God damn. Alright. And then I'll, can I still attack him with a cantrip?
Yeah.
Then I'll attack him with Sacred Flames.
Okay, that's Dex.
Yeah, 14.
Natural 19 for dirty 20.
So he takes
Nothing. No, nothing.
Nothing. All right.
Yep. You're good?
Yep.
You can go down 15 feet more down the hall, or you can stay right there.
Yeah, I have a feeling he can get me no matter where I go, so I'll just stay here for right now.
Okay. Karen!
Wait,
Ew.
don't I do? What about me?
You're coming up. Karen,
Yeah.
it's you. What are you doing?
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah,
And I'm going in for another attack.
do it.
I'm doing it. And rolling another die did not help
You
you.
also have advantage. You and Ash have the beast in between you two.
Oh, well, that's helpful. I'm going with that die. 22 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
One of those. Y'all stop talking so I can figure out what I'm freaking rolling, Jeremy. Shit, that die goes away. That die goes back into jail.
Oh.
For damage, I rolled. I am so counting bad.
And using your fingers.
Shut up, I always do. 23 plus the...
So 29? Okay.
Yeah.
Next.
Hang on, let me throw this die away into the right pocket so I don't
Throw it right
forget.
over your shoulder. Right into the room.
I may as well have, because that was a 1 on the damage. What the fuck? That was the same roll.
You did 29 damage with a 1?
She got lots of bonuses from that sword.
Yeah, I do. And I have to learn them all. I wanted to see if I need to throw anything else in there. No, I don't think I can right now. So, yeah. So that's those are my 2 rolls.
What did you roll to hit?
The same.
A 1?
Twice. Yes.
Oh, then you miss. All right.
Well, no. It was a 1 plus those others. No. Oh, that was the damage. I'm sorry. You're right. 12. Hang on. My bad. I rolled it all out of order. 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Okay, so then the same damage.
Okay.
So you attacked twice?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. It is very, very badly damaged.
Oh, good. I like this new sword. Thanks, Ben.
You're
Hey,
welcome.
Jen, you could change your temporary hit points to 9.
In
Down.
addition to what I have, or...
No,
Down
9
below.
instead of 8.
Okay. Cool beans.
You gave us 9 hit points, Art?
No, I gave Jen. She's the only one within my aura.
Oh, okay.
Larkin
Rest of
goes.
still have
Larkin goes down as the kitty still starts eating him. Tyros.
It's a lot easier to keep track of with only one person in the aura.
Alright, I am going to make a run for the other team up this hallway here. Specifically towards the team fighting the Displacer Beast.
You don't hear them.
You don't know they're fighting a Displacer Beast, just to
Yeah.
let you know that.
I know, but I'm going to run that direction.
Okay.
Afraid of a little Minotaur?
Yeah.
Please tell me. Never mind.
And then I'm going to use a bonus action to dash.
That's where you get. You don't see anybody yet.
Alright, good stuff.
All right. I'm gonna go back to Carolyn's party, Ash.
I am gonna. He's a big old beastie. I can drop a moonbeam on him without hitting Carolyn, right?
Yeah.
I will do so.
Okay. So it'll be during his turn.
Yep.
Anything
and
else?
then I will hit him with the spiritual weapon too.
Roll.
That's bonus action. 26.
Hit.
For 8.
Oof. Okay. It's looking bad.
The moonbeam might have been overkill.
All right. Shali.
If it's not dead, it wasn't overkill. Yes. I am going to move my 40 and put myself in this spot right here. Hang on a second, let me identify it. In this spot right there.
Okay.
My bonus action is Hunter's Mark on the Displacer Beast.
Okay.
And then I'm going to fire at the Displacer Beast with my bow.
Attack with disadvantage.
Is Magdalene... Is Larkin out, so he's no longer creating advantage?
Correct.
Damn. That kind of sucks.
Sorry.
Yep, that's alright. It is what it is. It's alright. I can still...
How inconvenient for him to be unconscious.
I know. He's actually dying.
He'll send a note later to apologize.
That's a 16 to hit.
Hit.
Alright. So, let's do this. The piercing damage is 10.
Okay.
The sneak attack... there is no sneak attack damage, so skip that. Sorry. The Hunter's Mark damage is a D6.
So it was 10. First one.
That's 5. Yep. 5 on the Hunter's Mark. And because he has already been injured,
Yep.
I get another D8 because I have Colossus Slayer.
Okay.
That's pretty sick.
And that's another 2. So
Yep.
that would be 17 points of damage on that particular beastie.
It yelps in pain.
Iced.
You can see it's bloodied. Its blood is spitting out of its mouth.
And
That's just Larkins. It's okay.
Cold-hearted.
And let's see here. I have actually used my bonus action, so that's all I can do at this point.
All
With
right.
those, I still have movement, but I'm not taking it. I'm gonna hold my ground.
Okay. All right, Ash, you are hit.
Is he
Jen,
within
do you
5
wanna-
feet?
He's across you. He's not 5 feet of you.
How much?
You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Can he make his save before he does anything? Because my spell goes off first.
Oh crap, he does. What is it?
Give me 1 second. It is Moonbeam. He needs a Constitution DC 15.
He made it, so half damage.
Alright, but it's still 2d10, so.
Yeah, I didn't say it wasn't potent.
I rolled 7, so it's only going to be 4. So how much damage do I take?
10.
Got it.
What is going on here? Alright. Whoops. And he takes another 4.
4 from the Moonbeam.
Okay. He is pretty bad off, but he's attacked you 3 times, but he only hit once. Balin.
Am I anywhere near Magdalene?
She's across you, as you can see right there. You're still like in the back there. The beastie's on your companion Larkin.
I'm aware. Yeah. Can I get closer, like next to Magdalene?
Yep.
Am I still within range to use my bow?
Yep.
Can I have her light the tip of my bow?
As a combination, yep. But I would have to, if you can hold on for one more for her turn, she can do that.
That's what I want to do.
All right. Okay, we go back to our other group. The beast bolts. Yujiro, give me a reaction to attack.
Yeah. I gotta get Warcaster so I can green flame blade as a reaction.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, you do.
But you have
Yes,
you have advantage still because you prepped yourself with silvery barbs. That hits.
Hit.
That hits.
Nicely done, Yujiro.
Back with 17 in the back.
17. All right. What is your armor class, Ian?
Oh man.
As he laughs.
13.
Oh God, I love you. You're just like Tyros. You just love giving me.
Squishy.
I love giving me things to nail you guys with. All right, let me see here.
I mean, our level kind of also has to feed into
Oh
that.
yeah, totally.
My armor class is low as hell too.
Dude, I've rolled low every time we've gotten hit points.
It
not
blasts
fucking
through you, gores you, knocks you prone.
Okay. How much damage?
17 points of piercing damage.
Oh boy.
Damn.
And it's making a break for it.
We got a break, mother.
He's going for the portal.
As you spurt blood on the ground. All right. Balin, Magdalene sees what you want to do, Balin. She casts Produce Flame onto your arrow. You may now fire.
Get it.
8. I want to use. Can I use the lucky thing?
Yes, you can.
Shouldn't she have advantage as well?
No, that guy's down.
Oh.
9.
Yep. Probably doesn't help.
It fires over, and the beast, reeling in pain, just kind of has been alerted to the danger, and your attack goes too high.
I'm done.
Starlock.
I am going to step out to get line to the beast again.
Can you do anything to stop it?
Full move, and then I'm going to use Jim's magic missile at max power again.
Okay.
So that will be 5 darts. Plus 7 each. Does a 14 hit?
No.
Okay, then I have foreseen that 7 is actually a 13, so that'll be a dirty 20.
Yep.
And the other one is a 17.
Hits.
So that will be... Hang on, I need to check. It doesn't actually improve damage at all. That's one missile that hit for 5.
Okay.
And another missile that hit for 5.
Okay. He's burning and bloodied. His back staggering from the damage that you have caused. Yujiro.
So, from where I am to the space in front of him is how far?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45. About 60 feet.
Fantastic. Gonna move 30 feet, gonna misty step in front of him.
Nice. You're so anime.
I am. Then we're going in.
Okay.
Uh, 19 to hit.
Hits.
So we're gonna do 13 slashing, and I'm gonna add level 2 smite onto that.
Okay.
So 3d8.
Yep.
We're gonna do an additional 21 radiant damage to him.
Cooking.
Howls as you open up his intestines.
Beef
Gotta
for
get
dinner.
Is that everything?
It's everything I got at the moment.
He's gonna do a legendary action and strike back at you, just because that's the way it goes. Oh, but his pain and your skill with blade deflects his attack wide. He strikes you not at all. Ian,
That's the way love goes.
Go.
you are prone,
Goes, it goes, it goes.
so you got half move.
I got you, Jeremy. All day, every day.
Alright, I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
Dust yourself off.
Good start.
Cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Curry wounds, or you're gonna stop the beast?
I don't know, how does it look that bad that I could...
Yeah, it's
I could help?
well. You see its intestines in front of between itself and Yujiro. There's a pool of blood
Alright.
forming at your tailor's feet as he makes a valiant stand to stop it from taking off.
Alright, I'll cash Firebolt at it.
Roll to attack.
17
That strikes it square in the back.
for 9 damage.
You hear bones snapping as your blast impacts into the back. It spews blood all over Yujiro as the damage is shattering into him.
Yeah.
Steak for dinner tonight, boys.
Anything else?
That was my action. So, where's my bonus action list? Yeah, I'll give Jeremy a bardic inspiration.
All right. Jeremy, he does use a legendary action to gore you in his pain and anger as he's been hit. And he'll do 17 points of piercing damage to you. Carolyn.
Yep.
That hurt.
Benny, I can't use silvery barbs on that, can I? Because I cast a cantrip.
No, I mean, your action is done. So he does after yours, so yes, you could do silvery barbs.
Can I silvery barbs that?
Yep. But he still hits. You get to give an advantage to him, though.
Yeah, give it to Yujiro.
Alright, so Yujiro has Bardic Inspiration and advantage. Alright, Carolyn.
Nice.
Yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna do what I do, and I'm gonna attack it with
Okay.
the sword. 13 to hit.
Misses.
Damn.
You don't happen to have precise attack as one of your battle master
No.
features?
No.
No, you gotta trade out for one of those.
17 to hit.
That hits.
She's not there yet. She's learning. how to become a
Give me a chance.
No
Well,
worries.
help.
Oh, that's always a good one for a battle master to have in their back pocket when fighting the big bad.
Yep.
26.
I didn't know green slime was the big bad.
7, 28, 29, 30.
It
It's the
is
big bad she's in front of.
it is gurgling blood in front of you. Does not
30
look well.
with the radiant.
30, yeah. It is definitely
Damn.
it is like one of its legs came off.
And I would like to move around it so that I'm. Oh wait, if
You-
I move around it,
You
am
as
I
a
in that circle?
well, as a fighter, you could action surge.
You know, I can.
Yes, you can.
Okay, fine. I will action surge and do it again.
All right.
As you should.
That's another superiority die, right?
Nope.
No.
Just
Nope.
a straight attack. Your two
Just
straight
take a
your two
hold of it.
attacks go off again.
Yep, and so you
Oh,
get two
that's
more
even-
attacks.
That's 16 to hit.
Hit.
Cool. I'm gonna grab a different die because those have been rolling low. Ew, even better. I hate that I have to count like this. $35 damage.
Your first attack from there just splits the beast in half, and as it falls apart, its stomach contents erupt, blowing up. Ash and Lady Caravan, please give me a deck save, please.
That's funny. That's appropriate.
That's a
Three.
7.
Each of you take 11 acid damage,
Ew.
and
Grody.
the beastie is dead.
Okay then, for my damage, for my mobility, I would like to run down the hall.
You going up?
So it has been changing from purple to black.
Yeah,
I thought I was seeing things.
that's what I said. That's when I said that's awesome, Ben, because he changed the Displacer Beast from like the invisible purple to the black. Yeah.
Okay, Mshali, this thing launches at you after it seems beaten down Larkin and swings at you, but you are quick and nimble yourself and dodge it.
Actually, I think because it got there, I get to move 15 feet away anyway.
Okay.
So I will
Back up.
back. I will back up. It is also does not create an attack of opportunity.
Gotcha.
You a scout?
Yes, I am.
Nice.
You'll get here. See through your plant growth that the big beastie is staring down your buddy Yajiro.
Yep. And that plant growth affects a 100-foot radius. So I don't know what's each of these tiles?
5 feet.
Okay,
How long
each of
is the
those-
duration on it?
It's just
It's there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't go away.
So given it, I think that they're about to take it down. I'm gonna keep going for the other team.
Okay.
Gonna just do my run as far as I can, and then dash and run as far as I can.
All right, you're leaving.
You know, I'll wait till the end.
Yeah.
Ash. Beastie is gone.
It's okay. I'm looking up general repose for you.
I will follow Carowin. I will leave my spiritual weapon behind,
Okay.
and I will heal myself a little bit on the way.
All right, so you take one action. Mshali.
I will.
Actually, Ben, I want to dash. I'm going to bonus action for my spell.
Okay, so 60 feet.
Yeah. I'm just going to do Healing Word, which is bonus action.
All right. You'll be close.
I am going to draw down on it. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Oh, it still has Hunter's
now,
Mark.
now I have it. Now it's normal because Hunter's Mark is already on it, and he's within 5 of my party.
Yep.
So that gets rid of the disadvantage if I'm correct.
Yep.
So no advantage, but I can still attack standard, and that will. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. That's going to be 7 on the arrow.
Okay.
That's going to be another 3 on the hunter's mark.
Okay.
It's going to be 5 on the sneak attack damage.
Okay.
And 4 on the Colossus Slayer.
All right. It is spewing blood. The cat does not look like it's very happy.
And that is my turn.
Okay, Balin. This thing is close. It's right on you guys.
As in, like, I can still use my bow close, or?
Yeah, you can still use your bows close, or you can get close with your daggers, however you like to do this.
I want to shoot with my bow.
Okay, you have advantage, because it is no longer displaced. 13 hits.
Oh, cool. That was better than the other one. Five.
And your sneak attack damage?
9.
As you fire your arrow, that one finally, it just catches its right eye. It was glaring at Mshali. You hear a sickening sound inside, and the beast drops.
Fucker.
So now, we're just up to here. Alright, the Minotaur. He's going to gore at you and hit you, Yujiro. For...
Like, that's a hell of a gore from that distance.
For 15...
and around corners and everything? God,
15 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
Backslashes you with its great axe. Oh, this is going to hurt. 21 points of slashing damage.
It's okay. The Raven Queen will give you turns for coming back.
Anger brushes you aside as you're bloodied, looking to get down the path. Your reaction, please.
One hit.
You hit.
10 more slashing damage. I can smite onto this, can't I?
You can.
And the 10 isn't going to kill him? Doesn't look like it's going to kill him?
Maybe.
What are you saving it for?
Choose when to smite, then.
You don't always know hit point damage.
Right,
what are you
fine.
saving
We're
it
going
for?
Overkill.
I want you to go for overkill.
We're going for overkill.
Don't leave scorch marks. Leave craters.
As a DM to player, there's a reason why you roll lots of dice, and you know you want to do it. Don't give me that shit.
In this case, I like my. In this case alone, I like my steak well done.
Yeah. How would you like? How would you like to do this?
As he passes by me, I want to do classic anime style EI strike, stick the sword in the sheath, and then just straight through him.
Yeah, as he was walking away, he's like glaring at you like he's made his point and he's going to get to the circle. until he realizes that his lower half isn't really responding anymore. The rest of his remaining guts fall apart, hitting the floor. He looks at you in anger, confusion, and a slight amount of respect as he passes, falling on the ground. You have stopped the Black Zodiac Minotaur.
Great. Now I slump down to one knee, using my sword to hold me up.
Epic. Alright. Okay. That is the end of that fight. I'm going to leave it there so you guys can kind of come back and deal with everything in the sort, because I know it is very late and some of you are trying to get up very early. So we will reconvene.
So we already know what Tyros is doing now. Tyros is running back through where we came in, back across the way, into the other cavern.
Yeah.
Yep.
To go see the beast he didn't know was there.
But he wants that displacer beast cloak.
Here's my reason. I figure each of these tunnels had to have different beasts. A minotaur is of no use to me. I gotta go see what the other beasts were.
Right. Sure.
All right.
So,
okay, hold on. Before we make other comments going forward, is there a day that works best for the Old Ways group? Leavenick, I want you to kind of realize too that I'm really try pushing to get the War of the Lich going as well.
Yeah, so June is horrible for me because I've got a 17-year-old graduating. I've got a 17-year-old who becomes an 18-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
I've got obligations for Father's Day because my family will want to do something for that, as well as all the podcast stuff, all the regular work stuff, and the potential to go see my youngest granddaughter who was just born last week.
Okay, so I'll push.
Congratulations.
I'll push back War of the Lich. But what day works then for the one day for Old Ways? Because we have to have another. We have to have one in June.
Yeah. Hang on, let me get my calendar up. I've got it on my phone because that's faster. I would say the 23rd would be my best.
Okay. Everyone cool with that?
I won't be here.
Ooh.
Nope. In that case, then I would say
30th?
No, I would say the 9th would probably be... Well, no, yeah, the 30th would probably be better.
30th? Steph?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do the 30th.
All right.
That should be fun.
Okay, Old Ways will be on the 30th. Also, we have another, we've defeated the Black Zodiac, so it's a milestone. That, my friends, is level up.
Yay!
Except for Tyros, right? He goes down a level.
They're running away.
No. Druids do this stuff. I actually started playing Baldur's Gate 3, and I ended up talking to squirrels and birds while Matt just left me with the other NPCs. So that's what druids do, my friends.
Druids doing druid things.
Doing druid things. You ain't gonna lock us down with attention span. It's that's what it is. ADD, man. We're gone. Talking squirrels is the shit. All right. Great game. I know some of you guys want to chit-chat a little bit. I can. Anyone else needs a bail? I will see you on the 30th or sooner.
Yeah. Good night, all. With the audience, if they're still on.
Yeah, I'm about to end that.
Hey.
Thanks, folks. See you.